3-day long event. We give out a challenge on day one to the students, and they build it out. And on day two and then day three, they present out their solution. So whatever you saw today from the Plattsburgh team, they did it in a span of 3 days, or actually the development is just day and a half, and they did that presentation on Sunday. So it's a pretty fun event, and I'll let we definitely enjoy. There are mentors coming in who can help you and guide you through any of the technical challenges, or even help you with presentations. And just that's what our events are about. So I saw somebody raise their hand, and is there a question?
Ron has a question.
Yes, and a reminder to everyone, make sure you use the raise hand button, not the hand that is in the emojis. I was wondering if you could talk about you say that this can be used by anyone at any skill level, and I'm wondering, could you go on to really give us examples of what different kinds of applications that this would work? So not just beyond any skill, but how could this be used other places? That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so what wasn't shown was our menu screen. We actually intended to expand this to other sports, just so you know. But in baseball, it's catching and reaction time. Reaction time can be used in anything, really. If something's thrown to you, you can catch it. It's all about reaction time, and this is a really good trainer for that. Also, color perception, also really nice. Like I said, there's different colored balls. So this helps you with your color perception. So if you're asked to pick out a green folder out of like a red and yellow, you'd be a lot faster if you played this simulator. And hand-eye coordination. Because you don't want to be hit in the back of the head. So hand-eye coordination is very good. Okay, yeah.
Any other questions?
Nothing's coming up at the moment, Rohit.
Okay.
I want to ask a question. I've raised my hand.
Yes,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
So
No.
I would like to ask you, how many years have you been spending in developing, mastering the Unity exactly?
That's a Kyle question.
So
This is Kyle.
yeah, I've been using Unity for about 6-7 years.
I've been using Unity for about 4 years. The first time our school presented the class was 3 years, but I've a year of just landscaping in Unity. And then I went into the more technical aspect as you get into the classes at our school.
So, sir, what advice would you like to give us for us beginners about how we should develop our own skills in Unity?
Yeah, what I do is a lot of times I just look at
Could you repeat the question, please? We cannot hear them unless they're on megaphone. Thank you.
I'm speaking on megaphone only actually. I wanted to ask, what advice would you give to us, like beginners, and how we should develop our skills in Unity?
So what I would do is just kind of sometimes look at tutorials, or if you want to teach yourself, look at, like, if you're coding, look at documentation of what you're working on. That's my big advice. That's how I learned a lot of my stuff.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions?
Nothing.
Yes, I have. Oh, I'm sorry, Serenity. Was there somebody else?
Something just come up. Who's that? Let's have a look. Oh. Oh, no, it's you, Rel.
Okay.
It's you. Go
All
ahead.
right. I just, again, I'm just really curious, how does this fit in your education, and where do you see this going in the future for you? What's your longer term dreams?
I see this fitting in our education as it's a very good tool to help us with our creativity. It's a really good tool to teach us problem solving in the future. And I see this going as a really good hobby because I plan on going into the field of IT, just IT in general. I see this as a great hobby for me. Kyle might have a different answer to that though.
I think a lot about, like, a lot of stuff I was gonna say Bradley said, but I don't know. Bradley hit it on the head. I don't know what to say.
Never mind, we have the same
So
answer.
So I have a question in the audience. Does anybody know where Plattsburgh is?
I mean, if you don't, I wouldn't blame you. It's a pretty small
But
school.
this is the beauty,
in the
right?
city.
You guys want to give it more details related with the place, the size of it, and how many people are there?
Yeah, you say that again?
I'm saying, do you want to give more details related with the place, the size of the town, and how many people are there?
I think we have around our student size at our actual school in our senior grade. We have about 47. The town itself is about 2,000. The population is about 2,000. It's a big farmers town. There's a bunch of farmers that live in town.
So this is where we see the beauty of this technology being used. It doesn't matter where you are. The first team was from India, spread about whatever 8,000 miles away from where we are in Kansas City, in the U.S. The Plattsburgh team is size a small town, but they invested in buying the equipment, getting the technology in, and students got interested, and they have been participating in our events since the first event in December of 2017. So again, this is a great tool from an education perspective. It's becoming much more prominent during the COVID-19 event, and there are a lot of these events happening around this tool. But it can be a great equalizer, and we'll see a big change happening post COVID-19 when all the lockdown opens up. And just yesterday or day before, I was talking to a student, and they are like, "Oh, there will be no snow days anymore, because now education can continue virtually or through the whole experience through this lockdown." So thanks, guys. Any other questions that we have? But I'll just take the last 5 minutes to wrap up and give more details related to our program. Thanks, Bradley. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks to all the Plattsburgh team. Guys were awesome.
Yay, come on, let's hear it. Yeah, excellent job. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So we had a team that was supposed to plan to come in, but they had issues related with either getting all space downloaded and getting on Mac and laptops and those kind of things. So we will just fast forward through their presentation. I just wanted to highlight some of the things related with our organization and what we have been doing. I already spoke about a little bit about it. But VRoKCs, that's our organization. We get VR AR development in school, K-12 particularly, get hands-on development work so that students can learn to use these tools and bring it in their classroom and build out experiences not just within the classroom, but for other educators to use. So that's what we do. We have been, as I already mentioned, we have been. Let me you guys mute yourself. I can hear some background noise. So we partner with schools, and we run hackathons. So I think that's the key piece that students and the schools have really started to enjoy. The hackathons that we run are 3-day long events, and we give out a real world challenge. We have worked with partners. Our challenge has been around various things. We have given challenges related with immersive experiences, building out something as a solution for the construction industry. We have given out students and teams to be VR startups, and they can bring any product VR related within the experience. So every time we try to bring up a new challenge or a new problem for the students, and keeping that as a surprise is always our key goal, so that everybody has the same starting point when they start working through the challenge. This is more about our background in particular, what who we are. Joel Stevens, he was here a while back. I don't know if he's still here. Joel, are you here? Okay, maybe he left. So Joel and I, myself, Rohit Chaube, we have been running this program. We are software developers by profession, and have been keen interest within this technology for the last couple of years. Education is also something of a passion for us, so we try to bring that together with software development and education together as part of this program. And lastly, I just want to pitch out the extended challenge that we planning for this year. This is going to be completely virtual, that we plan to do sometime this year. Go to our website, VRoKCs.org, and you should be able to sign in for this extended challenge, or just reach out to us through Altspace or Discord channel, and we'll be able to guide you through, or even any of the organizers that can help you. These are some of the elements for this extended challenge that we would look forward for and present it out to the teams. And also to answer one of the earlier questions, where how do you get started with these kind of things, or how do you start using these tools? So as part of this extended challenge, we would want to have workshops built in, where if you're not familiar with Unity, Unreal, or A-Frame, some of the tools that are quite commonly used, we want to have workshops around that, so that you get familiar with it and you get comfortable with it. And that's the tentative timeline that we're looking at. This event would probably be about 3 to 5 days long, and this is how we plan to lay it out, where the first 2 days are more about learning, and the next 3 days are about designing and building a solution. And lastly, I just want to thank the awesome group, educators in VR. I mean, I don't know how they do it. Every day they have an event in Altspace. They organize it, they bring in all these unique members and speakers on board, and they are just on top of things. So I'm so glad to be part of that entire conversation with them and being part of this. And just as a spin-off from educators in VR, students in VR that came in, and this entire event, I mean, it's just wonderful. Thank you guys so much for having us over here. And with that, I'll leave you guys to have some time to go on to the next event. And go ahead.
Don't leave the stage. Don't leave the stage. I'm really afraid. Hold on. Hold on. Don't leave the stage. I'm really afraid to go up there. Are we all clear now? But please don't leave, because I really want to thank you in person, and
Okay.
and I want to impress upon everybody that every person that tries to get people together during this pandemic to do anything, even just come and show slides, is a hero. Because I think you can speak to this for a moment, that it's difficult in good circumstances when you just have students in a classroom and things that go normally. But some of us, especially you, attempt to do things even in the most difficult of circumstances. And I think we all need to recognize our champion teachers that go above and beyond to make opportunities possible. And so I just really, I think we need to see all the work that the students do, but really champion the teachers that are willing to put in that extra effort in these trying times. And so I'm going to do a whole bunch of claps for you while you're still up on the stage, and ask you if you had one insight that you wanted to share with other teachers about how it's difficult but worthwhile. What would you tell them about this time and this work, and what they should do to keep themselves motivated? Because I think you have an insight that teachers could use.
My only advice would be bold, try it out, just go for it. I mean, this technology, and again, this is more of a tool. So don't think that this probably going to solve all your problems or challenges, but it can be a great tool to use. And again, this is something even the entire VR or XR community is looking at, is like, with the current situation, what headset to use? Do I go for something much more lightweight? Can I run it on a desktop, laptop, mobile device? So there are different options for it. Ask around it, and there will be something that will fit in your model. The entire XR challenge that I mentioned, we were planning to have that event during the COVID-19, and we saw what the challenges the educators and students were facing. So we had to push it back to a later date, but we definitely want to do that event. It would be a completely virtual event. But again, there will be challenges, but be a little patient, and this technology would be very helpful. And for students, again, I would want to mention that there will be a lot of jobs in the future related to this technology. There are a lot of already great applications happening. So the sooner you get your hands onto it, the better. So
I hear you saying, do it because it's worth it and be brave. That's what I hear you saying, and I totally agree with you. And I think all of us that are in this do it because we're a little bit fearless. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit foolish, and we do it because the kids deserve it. So we have another talk coming up, and we happen to have Elijah here. Elijah, are you here? And he's going to start a portal, and I'd like you and all your students and everybody in the audience to join us in our next talk. And so Elijah will start the portal for us over here, and if you want to join him, thank you guys. One more round of applause, and then everybody jump and teleport. Okay? Great job. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about that little snafu. Sorry about that little snafu earlier. It happens, right? We have to be brave and a little bit foolish. Okay, guys, see you over there.
See you.
Okay. You want to throw another one?
Yes.
Okay. Ariel will throw another portal. Anybody that wants to go to the next event can click right in here. Click the blue circle, and then you'll see something come up, and it'll say confirm, and just click confirm when she's ready.
Everything always be muted.
If you
Everything
can't
all right,
get
Brett?
into the circle, go to your menus and go to the events.
You're both
And
muted.
the event, put
I presume
input.
on purpose.
Right. I think everybody's coming, Ariel.
Hi everyone. It was a nice
Okay.
show.
Yeah. Okay, click confirm.